The following is a training video on how to set up and administer and use a individual contact. We'll spend a fair bit of time in the contact detail tab. Again, I want to emphasize that this is a individual person and is not a company contact. In this case, we would either open up through the contact manager under the individual contacts. In this case, I already have a Bobby Morton open. At this point, if you've just joined the video because you've clicked on the Help button on the Contact Detail tab, we're continuing on with the training. Quick overview on the Contact Detail tab is really the details of this individual contact. It's the first and last name. You may track the middle name. Job titles are helpful. If this person is a project manager or perhaps a property manager, you can indicate it here, and other users will see the job title and have an idea of this person's role. We can also see in this field here that there's a company. That means that Bobby Morton is associated with this company. Most times it will mean he is an employee of this company. We see down below an address for Bobby Morton at the company address. If he works out of a satellite office or as a home office, we could add a new address down here. We also see the phone numbers. We don't see a mobile phone here, so perhaps he does not have one. Again, we would always recommend that there be two phone numbers. Contact type is the next field. This is extremely important. All contacts should have a contact type. This will help you in your marketing as well as your reporting to pull out reports. Also, when users come on, it would be important for people not deeply associated with this file to have an idea of the role of the person. Lastly, there's an email address. Again, we would strongly recommend that persons who you're going to have any contact with should have an email address, as again, it will help you to locate them. You can use the system for email. There's a separate video on email setup. Contact personnel would be if this was an employee. You could have details that would relate to the human resources file. The contact security tab is important. This would allow an employee or an outside user, perhaps a key client that you would like to come on and access your software. They would need a username. You could set up the password here. When we were logged on in the main screen, we saw the dashboard. In this case, we were showing the tasks for Bob Morton. These fields are extremely important for employees. If I own Kano Notes, that means that I would be able to add notes to a file. Now, another way that we can blanket apply filters for users would be on the main security screen here. If I click a drop down, if I click administrator, that would apply the widest settings possible. There are other options, as you can see. As an example, on this file, we can see there are no restrictions. If this was an outside user, however, I wanted them to come on and actually see the details of their job, we would go down to the job screen. And again, we can see there's no restrictions for Bob Morton. But if this was an outside user and we wanted them to come on and read only the jobs they were on, we could change the radio buttons. And then at the bottom, we would click Save to ensure that the changes would be applied to the software system. Notes and tasks would be specific to this contact and would not be on a job. If there were marketing tasks you wanted to do to Bobby Morton, you could apply these here. I'm going to show you the contact categories are important. This would be if you were going to market to this person. So if it was a key client, you could apply these filters and assist in your marketing program. Contact jobs is also important. It shows which jobs this key person is associated with. Again, if this was an outside client, I could find all of the jobs which this person has been added on to. As well, if this person was generating income or was being sent invoices, if we clicked on the invoices, we would see exactly what they have been doing in terms of producing or being associated with invoices. And that completes the training and overview of an individual contact and the contact details tab.